Imagine this. You're in your 20s, fresh out of college or maybe still studying. You finally have some money of your own and it feels amazing. You go out for dinners, buy the latest phone, subscribe to every streaming platform, maybe even take a trip or two with friends. Life feels free and exciting, and money? Well, you believe you'll make more of it later anyway, right? But here's the scary truth no one really tells you in your 20s. If you mess up your money in this decade, if you make the wrong choices now, it could take you 10 to 15 years to recover. That means by the time you're in your 30s or 40s, you're still playing catch up, while others are buying homes, traveling the world, and building real wealth. And the worst part? Most of the biggest financial mistakes don't feel like mistakes at first. They feel normal. Everyone is doing them. And because of that, you don't even realize you're hurting your future self. But today, we're going to fix that. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 personal finance mistakes to avoid in your 20s. And I'm not just going to list them, I'll explain them with real-life examples, stories, and practical advice that anyone can follow, even if you're earning very little or just getting started. So, if you're in your 20s and want to avoid being broke at 30 or regretful at 40, stick around because this might just be the video that changes your financial future forever. Mistake 1. Thinking you have plenty of time to start saving. Most people in their 20s think like this. Why should I save now? I don't earn much. I'll start saving when I get a better job or make more money. But let me tell you something. Powerful time is your biggest weapon when it comes to building wealth. Not money, time. Let's take an example. Suppose you start saving just $50 a month from the age of 22, and you invest that in a decent mutual fund giving an average of 10% return per year. By the time you're 60, that $50 a month will turn into over $300. Zero. But if you wait until you're 32 to start, you'll have to save more than double every month to reach the same amount. That's the power of compounding. Lesson. Start saving a little right now, even if it's just $5 a week. Build the habit, automate it. You'll thank yourself later. Mistake 2. Using credit cards like free money. You get your first credit card. They give you a 1-0 limit. It feels like you're rich. You swipe it for food, online shopping, new shoes, maybe even a flight ticket. And then you pay only the minimum due, thinking it's fine. But next month, the bill is even higher. Before you know it, you're stuck in a cycle of debt. Let's say you buy a phone for $800 on your credit card. If you only pay the minimum each month, it could take years to pay it off, and you'll end up spending $100, $200 or more for that same phone, thanks to high interest rates. Lesson. A credit card is a tool, not a toy. If you can't pay off your full bill every month, don't use it, and definitely don't treat it like it's extra income. Mistake 3. Not learning how money actually works. School teaches us algebra, history, maybe even physics, but very few people are taught how to manage money, how taxes work, how to budget, or how to invest. That's why in your 20s, you need to become a student of personal finance. Start with the basics. How much are you earning? Where is your money going each month? What are taxes? And how can you legally pay less? What is a mutual fund? What's an emergency fund? Let's say you earn $10 a month. If you don't track your spending, it can disappear without you knowing how. But if you write it down, rent $300, food $200, transport $100, and so on, suddenly you'll find where you can save. Lesson. Read books, watch videos, follow financial creators. Just 30 minutes a week spent learning about money can change your entire life over the next 30 years. Mistake 4. Ignoring budgeting and living paycheck to paycheck. This one is huge. Most people in their 20s don't make a budget. They just spend whatever they earn. They get paid, they spend, and then they wait for the next paycheck. That's called the rat race, and it's exhausting. Let's say your salary is $500 a month. Without a budget, you might spend $300 on food and fun without realizing it, and then struggle to pay rent or save anything. But when you budget, even a small income can be powerful. Try the 50-30-20 rule. 50% for needs, rent, bills, food, 30% for wants, shopping, dining, entertainment, 20% for saving and investing. Even if your income is small, the discipline is what matters. Lesson: write a budget every month before you start spending. Use apps like Mint, YNAB, or even a notebook. When you control your money doesn't control you. Mistake 5: spending to impress instead of building a life. This one's deep and painful. You go out because everyone else is going. You buy the newest phone because your friends have it. You wear brands you can't afford just to feel accepted. You post fake luxury photos on Instagram. But here's the truth. No one successful ever got rich by looking rich in their 20s. They got rich by living humbly, saving aggressively, investing early, and building real value. Would you rather impress strangers now or live freely later? Here's a real example. A girl in her 20s lived on a tiny income, skipped parties, and saved like crazy. She started a small online business at 25. By 30, she owned a home and traveled the world, not because she flexed early, but because she planned early. Lesson: stop spending to look rich, start living below your means, and invest the difference in yourself, your skills, and your future. Wrap up. Final words. Your 20s are not the time to be perfect, but they are the time to start learning and making smarter choices. Let's recap the 5 mistakes. 1. Thinking you have time to save when you don't. 2. Treating credit like free money. 3. Ignoring financial education. 4. Living without a budget. 5. Spending to impress instead of build. You don't need to be rich to start. You just need to start with what you have, where you are, and be smarter than the crowd. So promise yourself this: no more sleepwalking through your finances. Because your future self, the one who owns a home, travels freely, and feels financially safe, is depending on the choices you make right now. Subscribe if you want more real talk financial content. Drop a comment below. Which mistake have you made before? Or which one shocked you the most? R.U. Like this video to support financial education for more young people like you. Thanks for watching. Now go build a future you're proud of.